There are certain UFC fighters whose recent fights have shown that their fighting skills have remained the same, which has affected their results in their fights. So here is 5 UFC fighters who have not evolved. Number 5. Mauricio Shogun, who is the former UFC light heavyweight champion who in recent years has struggled to make it back to the top. In his fights, we normally see him keep the fight on the feet, where he uses his Muay Thai skills to chop his opponents bit by bit. But due to him suffering many injuries and concussions, it has prevented him from staying active, which has slowed down his progress. In his recent fights, we haven't seen much evolution to his overall game, but only his striking is more polished. His absence from the octagon has made it difficult for him to move forward in the division, and he just seems to be slowing down with age. He is currently on a 3-fight winning streak, where I hope he can have a crack at the title before he walks away from the sport. Number 4. Damien Myers, a top-ranked welterweight contender whose wins have come by controlling his opponent on the ground with his world-class Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu skills. Although he has had so much success with one discipline, it has also made it quite disastrous for him when he's fighting for the title. He first earned his middleweight title shot at UFC 112 when he was unable to take then-champion Anderson Silva to the ground and lost the fight by unanimous decision. He earned his second title shot at welterweight at UFC 214, but he had trouble taking the champion Tyron Woodley down for all 5 rounds, losing the fight by unanimous decision. He has slowed down quite a bit, where hopefully he is able to walk away from the sport with a victory. Number 3. Edson Barboza is a top-ranked lightweight who is mainly known for his lightning-quick Muay Thai strikes, which has helped him climb the 155-pound rankings. He has done very well against strikers who just want to stand with him. He has utilised his kicking game to completely shut down his opponents, but in his last 2 fights, he has struggled against heavy grapplers, where he has been overwhelmed by their pressure. He faced Khabib Nurmagomedov at UFC 219, but he was just viciously beaten down for all 3 rounds. He most recently lost to another grappler in Kevin Lee at UFC Final 128, where he was similarly beaten down for all 5 rounds. Edson Barboza is a superb striker who is definitely very talented, and hopefully he can make a successful comeback. Number 2. Holm is the former UFC Women's Bantamweight champion who has been through a rough patch of losses in her recent fights, where it seems like she has slowed down over the years. She likes to use her movement to set up her combinations before setting up a signature head kick. Her similar pattern of movement have made her become predictable, where it seems like her opponents have already figured her out. This was seen in her fight against Cris Cyborg at UFC 219, where she kept lunging in and kept getting smashed by Cris Cyborg. At the age of 36, she is not getting any younger, while I hope she is able to put a string of wins together and earn another title shot in the future. Number 1. Condit is the former WEC welterweight champion and the former interim UFC welterweight champion who has slowed down quite a considerable amount over the years. He has been involved in many title fights where he has used his skills to push his opponents to the limit. He is known for his fierce Muay Thai skills, where he has brought down some big names in a devastating manner. In recent years, he hasn't shown much evolution to his game, which has prevented him moving forward. He would first lose a close split decision to Robbie Lawler at UFC 195 and would next get submitted by Damien Myers at UFC on Fox 21. He would next lose a unanimous decision to Neil Magny at UFC 219 and most recently lost to Alex Oliveira by a guillotine choke at UFC on Fox 29. Condit is one of the most exciting fighters in the UFC, where hopefully he is able to come back better than ever.